channel.
Hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Beatdown, the segment where two worlds collide. I am your host, Class. This is my co-host,
Mr. J. How's it going, guys? We would like to remind you, if you like our comment or our videos, go in the section below. Like, comment, and subscribe and share.
Yeah. And without further ado, we are continuing on our tournament. I don't know what round we are in. I'm just not going to care. At this point, we're just going to go and just say this is a villain versus anti-hero tournament. So, this time, I'm not going to go first. My boy's going to go first.
Yes. We may not know which round we're in, but we know we are further in the tournament.
Yes, that we know.
Okay. Unfortunately, I have the unfortunate task of trying to give you another long origin briefly. Dormammu.
Dare to challenge me in my own dimension?
They are... I can't say this, I can't pronounce it. They are the... Fulton. They're an energy-consuming being alien race. Basically, Dormammu, his entire race consumes energy. Unfortunately, he was an anomaly to his people because he started to consume matter instead to gain strength. He killed his dad. Later, him and his sister were exiled, and they eventually wandered around. Dormammu kind of gained a human form in order to do this and explore. He later found Ulnar, who rules the Dark Dimension. Now, a group of another alien race called the Mindless Ones had already killed about 80% of the population, including Ulnar. Now, Dormammu took this as his opportunity to rule the Dark Dimension. And once he had done that and gained the powers that he had, already had, or whatever, sorry.
Gain more powers.
Yeah.
Wiped them out and gained their powers. Not only with the matter.
He consumed a lot of the matter and consumed gained a bunch of strength. Once he had enough of it, he had banished his sister into a pocket dimension inside the Dark Dimension. And that is the confusing and short origin of Dormammu. Okay, his abilities. He has superhuman strength, astral projection, the abilities to transmit matter, flight, interdimensional transport, resurrection, control over the elements, energy projection and absorption, time travel, and transformation. Dormammu is heavily capable of shape-shifting, which is why a lot of the time, his appearance changes. Yeah, okay, Dormammu's feats. He has killed another Doctor Strange in another timeline. He is on level with Odin, called Galactus his slave.
Damn.
Yeah.
Galactus is he's like cosmic omnipotent being. Like that guy is, he devours worlds.
Yeah. He called him his slave.
Called him his slave.
He has blinded Shumagorath. He scared Loki, defeated Squirrel Girl, and maybe the most impressive feat he has is Mephisto himself has said that if he chose, he could destroy Asgard as well as Mephisto and all the other Hell Lords if he so chose.
Dude, the Squirrel Girl is considered undefeated by every character known to man.
Not anymore.
Galactus, he should be Thanos. Man, that's oof. Damn, bro.
Okay, so basically how I see this playing out, unfortunately I don't know too much about the Spectre. I know, I should.
We're gonna be like, shame on you.
Yeah, it's like, how do you not know? Shouldn't you know? Unfortunately I don't. Anyway, I believe if Dormammu can kill the host, which I'm pretty sure he can, given everything that he can do, Spectre's gonna have a tough time. Even if he has to just keep killing the host. You've seen it in Doctor Strange. You know, he just kept killing him over and over until eventually Dormammu just got sick of him and just said, "Let me go." Dormammu can travel, time travel. Maybe he'd go back in time and kill him before he became the Spectre. Or kill the original Spectre. I don't know how this goes. But
yeah, that's actually a good point. He could just go back in time, save the guy who dies before Spectre gets a hold of him, and now Spectre needs to find another else. I don't know how long that's going to take.
I mean, he was able to kill another Strange in another universe, so I'm pretty sure, you know, he could possibly stand a chance of killing the Spectre.
And I'll be representing DC Comics, Spectre.
You can't kill a dead man. The guilty must be punished for their crimes.
I don't know if they say the Spectre or Spectre, but I think it's Spectre.
You get the point.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get into the brief origin story. Jim Kerrigan was about to make an announcement about his engagement to Clarice Winston. He was a very devoted cop. He was kind of one of those very honorable cops you couldn't pay off or whatever. He gets an anonymous tip that, hey, something's going down at a warehouse, and he stops it. The people that were stealing the stuff, that were about to steal stuff, got a little pissed off because they're like, I can't believe you ruined our operation. So they decided to go and make an example out of him by kidnapping him. I believe they kidnapped his wife or his fiancée as well. And then they put him in a barrel with wet cement that's going to dry, throw him into a bottomless sea, and then he died. Went to heaven. And heaven said, nah, we ain't letting you in. Okay? And then he heard a voice while he was waiting to figure out how to get in there. Somebody telling him, nah, come back. So he came back to life. Didn't know how, but he did. And then he eventually went to go on a revenge situation where he got vengeance against those people that did him wrong. And at one point, though, sadly, Clarice gets shot. And she's dying, and, you know, she's about to be completely dead. And Spectre saves her life. But now Jim realizes, oh, wait, I'm not the man I used to be. So he decides to tell Clarice we can't be together. And now he decides to devote his entire life into crime fighting and stopping criminals and being the right-hand man of God in a way, or the right-hand man to Spectre in this essence. And that is the brief origin story of Spectre. Powers, abilities, and feats. Let's get into it. Alright. He is omnipotence, divine empowerment, cosmic awareness, dimensional travel, energy projection, eldritch blast, electro blast, energy construct creation, enhanced senses, enhanced sense of smell, enhanced vision, flight, immortality, intangibility, invisibility, invulnerability, metamorphosis, size alteration, molecular reconstruction. This one was always tricky for me. Disintegration, pyrokinesis, thermal blast, reality alterations, superhuman strength, telekinesis, telepathy, illusion casting, fear projection, and the list goes on and on. Feats. His footsteps can create earthquakes. He fought motifs while the size big enough to toss planets around. He hit a demon by having his fist travel light years around to hit him right from the back. Makes the Flash look slow. That's saying something. Didn't get a dent from any hits from Superman's throws. No matter how hard Superman hit, couldn't put him down. Can exist out of space and time. He is the only one of his kind, by the way. There are multi-dimensional multiverses and stuff. He's not exist in one of those. He's the only one. There's not another, like, you know how there's another Superman? There is no other Spectre. Alright. Let's see here. Can exist out of space and time, became large enough for the universe, can create a supernova, drag somebody into a plane of non-existence, dump somebody in a big bang, can resist the lasso of truth, beats the three-headed dog, can create another big bang. He creates another big bang. Broke the wall of the edge of existence, fought a being like Anti-Monitor, fought against a great evil beast, can absorb powers of millions of souls, can rip a soul from a body. Okay, this is, oh, by the way, just to add a little cherry on top, Spectre was one of the people that created the Marvel and DC crossover. He was one of the cosmic beings that fought all along Marvel's character to make their characters come together. So he was that powerful of a being. Okay. Alright guys, so the end game to this one. Spectre and Dormammu surprisingly are both on the cosmic level of you don't want to mess with. Okay? Spectre can take it to Dormammu, Dormammu could take it to Spectre. The only difference is there are certain things that are key differences. Dormammu is only strong in certain environments. He's not very strong in every environment. If he goes to different dimensions, it's not exactly like he can tolerate the certain places he's in. Earth is exactly one of those examples. He's also been on another verse or other dimension where he wasn't doing so well. So he has to stay at a certain environment. So Spectre has a favor in that situation. Another thing is that he needs people to worship him. In order to gain more and more power, he usually uses people as a worship in order to obtain more power. If you ever seen the Doctor Strange movie, it does show that example where he gets worshippers to kind of do his bidding, but he uses them as well for juicing. Because clearly, the more power he gets from these worshippers, the more he can do damage. So, this is how it's going to have to play out. Two different ways that Spectre can go around this. One, he can make a duplicate of himself, have that duplicate go kill those worshippers. Okay? That's the challenge. That's the issue on that end. Because Dormammu might be occupied with Spectre in a cosmic level because these two could fight in a planet throwing back and forth type situation. Now, another thing is the environment. If Spectre can find the environment that wouldn't make Dormammu very strong, kind of keep him a little bit on the low base of energy or power, it would give, what do you call it, Spectre chance. Now, Dormammu uses matter, but he doesn't use energy, so maybe Spectre takes him to an energy field. And from that point, he could probably take him from that at that end. Another thing that Spectre can do is alter reality, which means he could probably alter the things that make Dormammu strong. Maybe he can alter the environment that Dormammu is. He can alter how big maybe Dormammu can be in his size. There's a lot of things that like Spectre can do, almost that if Deadpool and Spectre met each other, it would be a whole out board because both of them can do the same thing. Both can change the story and the narrative if they want to. The only difference is that Spectre doesn't obviously acknowledge it more than Deadpool does. But that being said, Spectre being able to change reality is a crazy thing. He could probably make Dormammu weak. He can probably make what makes him stronger weaker. There's a lot of ways that Spectre, with his great abilities and cosmic level of power, could put Dormammu out for the count.
In the land beyond the living, all things are possible.
Yeah. But as always, no press fam. Not up to me. Not up to my boy. It's up to you guys. So, if you guys like my argument, you know what you can do? You can hashtag Spectre. And if you like my boy's argument, what can you do, guys?
Hashtag Dormammu.
Yeah. And as always, no press fam. We really appreciate you guys. And if you guys want to vote, go on our Instagram at CClass90. Go to my stories for the next 3 days. Check the date now. Those next 3 days, we're going to do the voting for polling. Please put your vote. We want you guys to get the character you guys want to move on. We really appreciate you guys. Catch you guys later. Peace.